Yo, guys, what's up? Fears, audience, fears. Hold on. Coffee first. In my Mickey Mouse mug. That's good stuff. By the way, I love my grandma. That's right. Shout out to Exhume Visions for getting me this shirt. That's right. Yep. Anyway, guys, shout out to the fans. Shout out to Monday. Getting on that grind. Unfortunately, my stomach was killing me last night, so I called in work last night. But tonight, I'm going into work. My stomach feels way better. I rested. Everything's good. Everything's chilling. Everything's motivated. I'm ready to rock and roll. I hope you guys are whether you're having a great day at work or you're having a day off or you're hanging out with your family or your friends, whatever you're doing, I hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Hope you guys are doing spectacular. All right, let's open up the chat and see what's going on because I got a lot to talk about. Things good. Yo, Caleb says, what's up, Fears? Hey, Caleb, how you been, man? How you doing? Good to see you. Caleb, I meant to message you, buddy. Caleb, guys, he always does my channel art for me. Caleb does such a great job on the Fears Man logos and on the Fears Vlogs logos. So, Caleb, I'm going to message you right after this is done, and we're going to talk new channel logo, new channel pictures, all that good stuff. Because I got some ideas, buddy. I got some ideas, and I hope you're ready. Anyway, big shout out to the fans. Thank you for the likes. I've already got 3 likes on it. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Caleb says, well, just dropping in, getting ready to go into the city. All right. Caleb, let me know when you get home. I'll send you a message with the details, and we'll talk later because I guess you're going to work or something. Anyway, we will message me when you get back home. After you get back, Caleb said he's going into the city, but I will send you a message and we can get the channel art sorted. And Caleb loves doing my channel art. He actually asked me if he could have the job, and I said, "You got the job, buddy. You've got the job." So, Caleb, thanks so much. I really appreciate that, man. You are awesome. And guys, if you ever want Caleb to do any of your channel art, he does a great job, man. Wonderful job. Wonderful job. Anyway, thank you for coming in, Caleb. Big shout out to you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Cheers to you. Tell your mom and tell your brother Zachary I said hello, buddy. I hope your entire family is doing well. Anyway, I got my coffee. I got my pistachios. I love eating these. These are my favorite kind. The sweet chili kind. Oh my gosh, these are so good. Everyone's like, Fears, is that too bad on your stomach? Nope, it's not. It's just a tiny bit spicy, but it's not hot. It's when it's hot and spicy, that's when it kills my stomach. Oh my Lord. So basically, in a nutshell, what happened was I just drank too much. When you drink too much, all that booze sits in your gut until you use the restroom. And I don't want to gross anyone out. I was peeing like a racehorse. So most of the booze was going out, but not all of it. So what was left in my stomach was just killing my stomach, and I was like, I'm not going into work. No way. So yeah. So pretty much I rested last night. That's why I didn't edit anything. But today I'm going to be editing something. So right after the stream is done, you guys, I'm going to upload the thing that Randall made for me. You know, he took me and LC's like hangout, made it into a horror movie. I'm going to upload that on the main channel, and then I'm going to get right to work on the next vlog. So I got one vlog before the Tommy NC 2010 vlog, and then I'm going to be working on the Tommy NC 2010 vlog. So big shout out to the fans. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing great. Larry says, what's up, wild man? I'm doing good, buddy. How are you doing? By the way, I haven't showed you guys how many subs I have on TikTok in a while, so let's go to TikTok. Let's have a little look-see. I got my phone right by me. So let me just look on TikTok. Here we go. And, as always, last night, I'm not even going to react to it. I was planning. I'll tell you guys in a minute. Give me 1 second. But I'm gonna take Vision's advice, and I'll explain it to you. So I was up to 8,257. So I lost 1 sub last night. So now I'm up to 8,256. So not too bad. Not too bad. And I just uploaded 2 new videos. I uploaded my adventure when I went and got some lemon ice cream, and then the other one was Tommy's NC 2010 Epic Weekend. So if you guys want to check those out, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know. So we're not doing too bad on the subs. Just I'm working my ass off to get to 9,000. It's hard. It's hard. So I'm going to tell you what happened last night. I get done hanging out with you guys. I take a shower. I'm just chilling. And it was even 10 times worse because my stomach was killing me. So I take some Crohn's medicine. I take some Pepto-Bismol. I take a nap, right? As soon as I wake up for this nap, okay, here it is. Here it is. Oh, no, you didn't miss the big news yet, Tyler. Not yet. I'm just telling a story. But it's not super, super big epic news, but it's big news. Anyway, so I wake up from my nap. Mattman and his fucking minions are at it again. And it was bad. I counted 10 comments of pure hate, then not 1 message, not 2 messages, but 8 messages of death threats. So I screenshotted them, right? And if you think I'm lying, ask Pixel. I sent Pixel every single one of them. I said, Pixel, and here, I'll even read you what I sent Pixel. So watch this. But I'm going to take Pixel's advice. I was going to read all the death threats and all the insane, disgusting shit that Matt sent me and expose him. And Vision's like, well, fears it could go 1 or 2 ways. Either it would be good to expose Mattman. He goes, or it'll go really bad. He goes, and if you react to it, then Mattman will just keep it up, and then even 20 more minions will show up. And I was like, yeah, that's true, Visions. But let me just read you what I sent Visions, not the messages, because I told Visions I wouldn't. So last night, let's see, when did I send him the first message? So give me 1 second. Let me scroll back. Because Visions had, I don't think Visions will mind if I read this. Visions had really good advice. So check this out. So I said, okay, buddy, I hope you're ready for this. Wow, look at these disgusting messages Mattman sent me. Him and his idiot minions. So then I send the messages. So I send all the messages, right? And then Vision goes, wow, wow, wow. This guy sounds like a real jerk. It almost sounds like English is their second language. That's super weird. That's what Vision said. That's how he reacted to the messages of all the death threats and all the comments and all the shit that Mattman sent me. So then I wrote, it's very, 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 very weird. It's Mattman and 1 or more of his idiot fans or his minions. I said crazy times, but I didn't react to Visions. I didn't message him back. I just took a picture of all those death threats and all the comments to show you and the fans, and then I blocked him. And then I said, but can you believe all the disgusting stuff in the messages? It's unbelievable. And he said, yeah, that is wild. Probably for the best not to react to it. And then I said, oh, okay. I said, I won't. I said, I was going to expose him on my next stream, but if you don't want me to and you think it's the best thing, I'll take your advice, buddy, and not read the messages. And then he gave me a thumbs up, and then I said, yeah, it's disgusting and wild, dude. I said, it's shocking what he wrote me, and it's pretty bad shit. I mean, really bad. Even bad for Mattman, and Mattman's already bad. Him and his minions said some even more wild shit, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe what he wrote. Even I wouldn't say this shit, and I've said some pretty horrible things to people online, you guys. It was even horrible than the shit. You know how, whenever I would get mad back in the day, I would, threaten people with death and shit? It was even worse than that. Him and his minions were saying wild shit. So then Then Vision said, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think you should. I can see it going either way. It would be nice to call him out on some heinous shit, but he's still talking to kids. It's up to you, dude. I wouldn't read the messages online. And then I wrote, that's very true. It is disgusting that he talks to kids, so I'm not going to react to it on camera, Visions. Then Visions hearted that comment. And I said, that's good advice, Visions. I said, I'm taking your advice. I said, I'll just tell the fans what we talked about. And I said, how's your night going, by the way? And then Visions told me about his night, and then that was pretty much it. And then he asked, how's my stomach feeling? And then I said, it feels better. I said, but I called way, way, way in advance and let him know that I wasn't coming in. And then he said, are you coming in tomorrow? I said, oh, yeah, I'm definitely coming in tomorrow. And then that was it. So, I'm not going to tell you guys the messages, but let's just put it this way. It wasn't just one death threat. It was like 8 messages of death threats and wild, crazy comments. Whew, it was pretty bad. But I'm going to take Vision's advice and not read any of the messages. And I don't even have the messages anymore, even if I wanted to read them, because I did have them saved to show you guys and expose Matt Man's pedo ass. But I've already done it. I've already exposed him once for what he did. I'm not going to do it again. You guys know what the fuck he's up to. And his stupid minions. So last night I took Vision's advice and I just erased the messages off my fucking phone. It was bad. It was bad. Anyway. What's up, Yakov? Tyler says, man, speaking of TikTok, sounds like it's time for another Sandcastle video. Oh, I already did, Tyler. And you know what? It was a small. Remember when me and Randall went to the beach? Remember that volcano sandcastle that someone made? I filmed it. But because it wasn't a big-ass sandcastle like the first one, it was a tiny sandcastle. It got a lot of views, but it didn't get as many views as that first one. You know what I'm saying? Like, the first one got over 100,000 views, and that's how I got a lot of my subscribers, right? It was like one video. This sandcastle, I uploaded that one like, I don't know, a month or two ago, like whenever me and Randall went, and it did decent. It got about 300 or 400 views, but not as good as the other one. So I'm going to have to wait, Tyler, until I make an epic sandcastle at the beach and then film it, or I'll just wait until somebody else like leaves their sandcastle, and then I'll film it. But yeah, this one was like a real little one, so it wasn't as good. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't as good. But there it is. Anyway, Tyler says, "How was your service yesterday, Yakov? People love their big sandcastles. Oh, they do, Tyler. They do. Yo. What's up? So anyway, I got some news. I got some big news, and then I'm going to tell you guys some news about heroes and villains. So by the time we have this is the first update. By the time we have his party on Saturday night, probably Friday or Thursday, Heroes is going to call me and tell me when to show up to the party, because I asked him. I said, when does the party start? So he's going to tell me that. I told him I'm going to bring over some booze. He's going to have some booze. And what's really funny is by the time we have his party on Saturday, he's way past, 10K. Last time I looked, you know what, Heroes? Let's look it up. Hang on. I'm gonna go to your channel right now. Heroes and Villains Collectibles. So let's have a look. Instead of asking Heroes, I'll just look for myself. Oh my Lord. Lord. Wow. 12.8 thousand subscribers. It's insane. I didn't give the exact number. It just says 12.8 subscribers. That's insane, man. Insane, dude. But like in a good way. I'm so proud of you, dude. So I guarantee you, by this Saturday, I don't know about 20K, but I guarantee you, at the rate he's going, what do you think, Heroes? Do you think by this Saturday you'll at least be up to 15K? At least. But I'm so fucking proud of him, it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. There it is, 12,859. So he's already over halfway to 13,000. So I guarantee you by Saturday, guaranteed, if I'm wrong, I'll take 4 shots right off the bat when I get to your party, buddy. But I'm guaranteeing it, he's going to get to at least 15K by Saturday. If I'm wrong, I'll take 4 shots right off the bat. Gung, 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 gung. Anyway, but I already know. He's already almost at 13, so it's in the bag. It is in the bag. So, yeah. So, dude, I am so fucking proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Anyway, Yakov said in a couple of weeks he's got another show. Yakov, refresh my memory. How many weeks? Is it 3 weeks, you said, in the Discord? And I'm proud of Yakov, too. Not only, he didn't do 1 show, not 2 shows, but 4 fucking shows, man. And he killed every single one of them. Yakov told me about it. I was like, that's fucking great. So then he goes, well, I'll be without a job for a couple of weeks. And I said, well, are they going to pay you for another show? And he said, yeah. He goes, I got another show in a couple of weeks. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah. So, Yakov, in between your shows, I hope it's hard not having a full-time job. So in between your shows, man, I hope you find a full-time job. I'll be praying for you, buddy. Hero says, oh, Fears, 20K by Saturday. Well, listen, I would be shitting bricks if you got to 20K by Saturday. It's possible. But I'm guaranteeing you, I don't know about 20K by this weekend, but guaranteeing by Saturday he'll have 15K. Without question. Without question, he'll be at 15K. At least. At least. No, Larry, I wish. I wish. I don't get paid for my sick days. I get paid vacation. But only after a certain, I think, well, it's almost been a year for me. So they said after 6 months, I get a couple days. So whenever I go visit my mom, not the entire week will be paid for, but half of it will be. Because they said after 6 months, which it's already past 6 months, you get like 3 or 4 days off of paid vacation. They said after a year, you get a week, and you either get 1 week or 2 weeks of full-time pay on your vacation. So, yeah. Oh, shit, Heroes. So, look, no. Now, look at this. Within 2 minutes, so we were at 12,859, right? You ready for this? Within 2 minutes, I've been talking for 2 minutes since Heroes posted that. Heroes just posted, now it's up to 12,861. So within 2 minutes, he was at 12,859. So 1, 2. He got 3 subs. It's ridiculous, man. But again, in a good way. In a good way. That's so fucking awesome. I am so proud of you, buddy. Listen, you've got to help. You've got to help. Oh, see, there's another one. It just doesn't stop, Heroes. I'm telling you, man. So, Heroes, I'm begging you, buddy. I know what you're going to say, but, well, I'm not begging you, because I don't beg to anyone, but I'm requesting. Since we're becoming really good friends, man, I need your help to get up to 10K, at least on one channel. I don't know about 2 channels. I'd love to get 10K on both my channels, but at least on Fearsman, Fearsman26, can you help me get up to 10K, buddy? Let me know. I know you said I got your back, brother, in the Discord, but I just needed to hear it, again, man, because, like, I don't know if I'll ever hit 10K. I hope I do. I've been trying to get the videos out quicker, so yeah. Let's see. Tyler says it's been rough. 1K a day, so 20K maybe next Tuesday. Yeah, it could be next Tuesday. Could be next Tuesday, buddy. But I would say, like I said, for sure, by this weekend, it's super possible for him to get up to 15K, Tyler. I mean, wouldn't you think? I mean, he's only, 2K away. He's literally only 2K away, buddy. So, it's very possible. So, yeah. Now, listen, man, I'm busting out the content, buddy. I really am. I got some, I know he's pumping out. I'm pumping the content out, but not as fast as LC. LC is pumping out the content and then some. You know what I'm saying? I'm just pumping out the content. Excuse me for a second. Somebody messaged me something. And then I'm going to tell you guys about the big news. Oh, wow. Well, Tommy sent me a photo of him holding a shotgun. I don't know why he's holding a shotgun, but he's holding a shotgun. Okay, all right, well, good to know. I'm just writing it back saying, hey, that looks great, buddy. All right, so here's the next one. So, Heroes Triple Tyler. This girl must really like me. We've been talking for 3 weeks. So she messaged me today and says, "Hey John, what are you doing?" I'm like, I just woke up like 2 or 3 hours ago. I said I'm about to go make myself some lunch. And she's like, "Are you gonna buy lunch or make something?" I haven't decided. I ended up going to buy lunch. I went and got myself a Subway. She goes, "Oh, I love Subway." I said, "Well, we can go there one day if you want." She goes, "Not for the first date, but," she goes, "maybe one day down the road we'll get some Subway." I was like, "I'm down. I'm down." So then here comes the big news. She goes, "Oh, well, I got a big surprise for you," and she goes, "I just want to let you know that it's been a long time." It's been a long time that I've met a decent, nice, wonderful young man like you. She goes, "You're open, you're honest." She's like, "You're blunt, but you're fair." She's like, "You care about my feelings." She goes, "The other guys didn't want to talk for like 2 or 3 weeks. They were like, either put out or shut up." And I was like, "I'm not like that." I said, "I'm an old fashioned guy." I said, "Yeah." I said, "I like all the sexy stuff." I said, "But that comes, later." I said, "You got hurt and you asked my permission. You said, 'Can we please go a little slow and talk for a couple weeks?'" And I said, "Absolutely." And then when we confirmed the date for this Saturday, which we already did, I said, "It's already in the bag." So I said, I said, the work is done. I said, getting the girl to say yes to the first date is half the battle. And then she goes, "Well, I got a surprise for you." She goes, "I really like you." She goes, "And when I really like someone, I take very good care of them." And she's like, "Just promise me something." She goes, "If we start dating, don't fuck me over." I said, "I would never do that." She goes, "Please." She goes, "If you don't fuck me over, I won't fuck you over." And I said, "I won't fuck you over." And then she's like, "Well, I got a surprise." She's like, "I went out with my cousin on Saturday, so not yesterday, the day before." She goes, "And all day, my husband," I almost said husband, Jesus, "my cousin," I'm tired, "my cousin helped me." She goes, "I can't decide what to wear." And then she said, "My cousin said to me, 'Well, if you can't decide what you want to wear, why don't you just go out with me and I'll help you just buy a brand new outfit for you and John's date on Saturday.'" And she went, "You know what? That's a good idea." She goes, "I need two sets." She goes, "He said he wants to take me to the beach, so let me buy a new bikini." She goes, "And then I need a nice dress for dinner." And I said, "You really did not have to go through all that." I said, "I'm sure whatever you would have picked out in your closet would have been fine." Because I'm a gentleman. I'm like, "You don't have to do that." And then she's like, "Well, I wanted to." So I was like, "Oh, shit, I better step up my game." So once I found out about that, um, yesterday, after I got um, back to Tommy, after I dropped Tommy off, I already bought a shirt for dinner, but I went out and bought another Hawaiian shirt, a really nice one for the beach, because I already bought a brand new swimming trunks, and I'll show you what I'm going to wear. I probably should go get it and show you guys, because I haven't showed her yet, but I did buy. The only thing I was missing was a shirt for the beach, so I went out and bought that yesterday. And so when I found out, she goes, "I bought a whole new getup." She goes, "I bought a brand new purse. I was like, she really did not have to do all this." So she said, I bought a brand new purse, a brand new bikini." She goes, "I'm going to look super fly and sexy for you." And I was like, "Oh man, I can't wait. This is going to be fucking fantastic." And I'm like, "This may be better than my last first date with my ex. And that first date with my ex was pretty good. I mean, it was rocking. So I'm really excited. Anyway, so then she goes, "Oh yeah, all new outfit." She's like, I have a nice, beautiful dress that my cousin helped me pick out, for dinner." Now, Heroes, I didn't tell her about your party yet, because I said, this is all I've got planned so far. Because I don't know, she may be too tired to go to your party, buddy. She may just call it, a night after the beach. And if she does, I'll be like, "All right, well, here, let me help you do your car, and I'll give you a kiss goodnight, and then I'll just go home, take a shower real quick, put on some new clothes, and hightail it to Hero's house." But I'm going to ask her, if she wants to go to the party. I'm gonna feel it out. So like after the beach, I'll be like, hey, you know what? My friend's having a party at his house tonight at some time. So that's why I'm gonna need to know what time to come over here so I can tell her and be like. And then if she asks why you're having a party, I'm like, oh well, he just hit 10K a few days ago. Now he's way over 10K, so he's gonna invite some friends and some family, and he's gonna have his kids there and his wife and everybody. And I said I got his permission to invite my lady over. So yeah. So I haven't asked her about that, but I thought it was so sweet of her to say, she's like, I'm gonna look so sexy for you. She goes, I'm excited, but I'm nervous. And then I said, well, you've got nothing to be nervous about. She goes, what do you mean? She goes, I haven't dated anyone since 2021. I said, that's nothing. And I said it nicely. I said, I haven't dated someone since 2019. So I said, I'm excited, beyond excited, but I said, I'm nervous, like really nervous. And then she's like, oh, don't be nervous. She's like, I'm sure we'll have fun. I said, probably the first 5 or 10 minutes of a date is always kind of nerve-wracking. I said, but once we start chatting and hanging out, and I said, then happy-go-lucky fears, all the nervous jitters will go away. But I had to tell you guys, though, that's the big news, Tyler. How fucking cool is that? No girl has ever bought a whole ensemble for me. So I was just like, this has never happened. So apparently she really likes me. I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, then if she did that, I would feel like a complete dick. Because I already bought a new shirt. But then I was like, oh, I'll just wear this. This is a nice thing. But as soon as she said that, I was like, well, I'm not going to tell her. I better go out and get the rest of the stuff new. So the things that I bought before we had that conversation on Saturday, I had already bought a new dress shirt for dinner. But I was going to wear one of my old Hawaiian shirts, and just match it. I bought some new swimming trunks. I said, well, I've got a lot of black Hawaiian shirts. I said, I'll just go out and buy a new black swim trunks. Thank God I did, because I was like, well, she said she got a brand new bikini. She showed it to me. It's a really nice bikini. She didn't try it on. She just took a picture of it laying on her bed. And I was like, oh my Lord. I'm like, I cannot wait. Listen, I'm a guy. I'm being honest. I cannot wait to see her in this bikini. Ooh, it's going to be nice. Take some selfies. Hopefully like she said, she's old-fashioned. I hope I can get a kiss on the first date. We'll see how old-fashioned she is. But she did say, she goes, I'm not going to your apartment the first date. I said, that's fine. I said, that's fine. I said, I understand that. I said, and I respect you. I said, I don't force a girl to do anything. So after I heard all that, I was like, I better go out. So I bought a new Hawaiian shirt to match the new swim trunks. And I'll go get them at the end of the stream and show you guys. I think it looks cool. I'm going to wear my black shades and I'm going to comb my hair. I'm going to style my hair, so no hat. I'm going to style my hair, have my black shades on. I've got my black Hawaiian shirt on with my black swim trunks, and then I've got my black flip-flops. So it's all black, kind of gangster style. So yeah. So I'm excited. So I know it wasn't super big news, like I said in the Discord, but I think it's big news. So I don't care what you guys say. I thought that was pretty big news. All right, let me get back to the chat because I don't want to get too far behind. I just had to tell you guys that. All right, let's see. Good buddy, don't blow it. Listen, I swear, if I blow this triple, I'm gonna be really pissed off, not at her, at myself, because she looks amazing, she sounds amazing. She's like the package deal. She has her own business. She has a clothing store that she runs with her cousin and her mom, and that's like her little like side hustle. And her profession is she works at a bank. She's a banker. So she's making some coin. And I was just like, well, that's really cool that you have your own fucking business with your family. And then she told me it's not hers. Well, one day it will be hers. I guess she gets it whenever her mom and dad passes away. Before her mom and her dad moved to America, her mom and her dad own their own restaurant in France. So I was like, jeez. I'm like, that's fucking cool. And then I said, well, who runs it since your mom and your dad, only half the time, half the year live? So she goes, oh, they run it. She goes, just remember what I said, John? She goes, they have a timeshare thing. She goes, they have a house down here. So 6 months they live down here because they're retired. And then the other 6 months they live in France. And I said, well, who runs it when they live in America? And she said, oh, just friends and other family. And I went, oh, that's cool. So I asked her the name of it, and I couldn't repeat it, Tyler. It was some long French word. I'm sure whenever she wants to be in a video, I'm sure she'll tell you guys. I don't know all the details, but someday I guess she'll own that restaurant, I guess someday. So I picked a good one. I picked a good lady. The live streams is great when you have a base, but that's not really a good way to grow your channel. I know, man. I love doing the streams for you guys, but Tyler's right, man. I need to get back to my roots. I fucking love making video content. I make a lot of video content, but in between the streams, I should be just pumping out the fucking videos. It's just, my thing that gets with me, Tyler, is I'm so exhausted after work sometimes. And then I'll admit, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I get fucking lazy sometimes. And then I'll see I'll see the computer over there, and I'm like, do I want to edit? Not really. Later. And then I just fucking take a nap. So, but with me, I have to be in the mood to edit. Other times I have forced myself. Like, I was so sick and tired of letting Visions down. He goes, Fears, I've been waiting for a fucking year for that sleepaway camp review/vlog. He's like, please. He's like, this week do it. I went, you know what, Visions? I'm like, I've made you and the fans wait enough. I said, by Friday, that fucker will be up. I remember I spent all of Wednesday and Thursday editing, and then I reshot some footage for it to go with the old footage, and then I filmed, I put some of the scenes in the movie, and I made it all special and shit. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it, but I vowed to myself I'll never make them wait a year for a video, So, yeah. Tyler says, sounds like this lady also has got some cobwebs. Maybe you two can dust them off together. Let's hope so, buddy. Well, I understand why, Tyler. She said, remember the story I told you? Remember the story she told me? I understand why she took some time. Because her last boyfriend was, 1, insane, 2, really hurt her feelings. She was really in love with this guy. Then the guy said, hey, I want you to move in, but I live down here in Orlando. I want you to come move in with me. She does. One day she goes off to go shopping. She comes back and she gets a knock on the door. A pregnant girl shows up and says, who are you? And then she's like, well, who are you? She goes, well, I don't know who you are, but I date. She goes, I think I'm dating your boyfriend. And he got me pregnant. And she's like, hold on just a second. And then she confronted the guy whenever he got back home. And then she said, fuck you, you cheated on me. You can have that pregnant girl. Peace, deuce, I'm out. And when she told me that story, I was like, that's pretty fucked up. And then I told her not everything that happened between me and Casey, but enough. I said, me and Casey's story is very long, so I said I'll probably wait and tell you the whole story later. But I gave her the 20-second version of what happened with me and her. And she's like, will you tell me the whole story? I said, yeah, at some point. I said, I don't want to bore you. I said, yours is pretty cut and dry. I said, mine's a very long, drawn-out story. I said, because we went out for 8 or 9 months. I said, how long did you date that guy? She goes, oh, I dated him longer than you and her. And I said, well, yeah. But your story's quick. I said, mine's a long, drawn-out story of what I said. Many things happened to make our breakup. But I am going to tell her what happened. Anyway, let me scroll down here. What's more important, views or subs? Well, if you're trying to make a living out of it, Larry, I guess both. But I don't do it for the views or the subs. I do it because I love my fans, and I love I love film in general, so I like doing it for movie content, because I love making movies and videos and shit. But one day I would love to get paid, for my efforts. So it would be cool to be like a big ass YouTuber. Because if I ever became a big ass YouTuber, I already told you guys what I would do. I would donate some of my time to charity and help out the charities that I've donated money to. And then the other half of the time, I would make epic content. And I remember my mom asked me one time, she goes, if you did become a big one like Casey Neistat or like Roman Atwood, she goes, what? She goes, I'm just curious, Sean, what kind of charities? I said, well, Mom, I said, you know how much I want to be like Dad. I said, Dad was my hero. I said, he did a great job in the Army. He did a great job at his job. And I said, he did a great job raising me and my brother and helping his family out. So I said I would get inspired by Dad, and I said I would donate some of my time. I would donate money and some of my time to help out the armed forces. I said my dad was always donating money to the like the local firefighters in Wentzville and O'Fallon. So he donated money to the O'Fallon and Wentzville Fire Department, and he donated money to the O'Fallon Police and the Wentzville Police. I said I would do the same. And then my mom and dad, like once or twice a year, would donate money to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And I said, I think that's a cool charity. I said, I'll be honest, I wish that charity didn't exist, because no kid should have to go through what those fucking kids go through. Like, the reason why the Make-A-Wish Foundation is the reason why they grant wishes, because either they're not sure if the kid's going to live because of the disease they have, or if they do recover from the disease, then to like give them a special dream. They're like, oh, well, because you achieved your mission to get better, sorry that you had to go through all that crazy shit, so we're going to give you a nice present or grant you a wish. So I told my mom, I said I would try to grant as many wishes to kids. I'd be like, hey, what do you want? I want an Xbox. I want the new GoPro Hero, 18. Great, let's go to the store and buy it right now. Boom, here you go, kid. Like, hey, I want to go visit my family in England. That's cool. I've got family in England. Boom, here's your first class ticket. Go enjoy some time with your family, So there's other charities, but I would donate a lot to those. So yeah. It would be nice. But I got a long way to go. Long way to go. Let's, heroes, let's focus on getting to 10,000 on the main channel. Because I'm so close to hitting 10,000 on my TikTok, so we're getting there. We are getting there. We are getting there, buddy. All right, let me scroll down here. No, Larry, unfortunately, I asked Tommy, I said, do you want to go to church? And he said, John, he goes, no offense. He goes, I really don't want to go to church. And I said, oh, why is that, buddy? And he was like, well, he goes, I go to church all the time back in Black Mountain. He goes, I really don't want to go to church while I'm on vacation. And I'm like, that's fine. I'm like, I thought it would be cool to show you where I go to church, but I'm like, if you don't want to go, I'm not going to force you. And he goes, yeah. He goes, maybe next time. He goes, I just want to enjoy my vacation. And in my mind, I'm like, well, you can still enjoy your vacation and go to church, but I'm like, I don't want to push the issue. So what I really said was, all right, sounds good. So yeah. But yeah, anyway, let me scroll down here. Let me continue on. I get what you're saying, Tyler. Maybe it's not big news to you, but it's big news to me. No girl's ever bought a whole outfit for a date. If they have, they've never told me. But she told me, and I was like, wow, no girl's ever done that. So yeah. Anyway. Oh, was it more than a year, Tyler? I thought it was a year. Well, there you go. That's even worse. I kept Visions waiting, a year and a half, maybe 2 years. So I don't want that to happen again. I don't want that to happen again. Larry says, Roman Atwood is a slime ball on camera. Him and Shay Carl treat women like dogs. I've never seen him treat his wife, Brittany, like a dog. I mean, are you sure you're talking about the right person? Roman Atwood's the guy that has he's like the family vlog guy. He's like the biggest family vlog guy. He started off with just one kid, and then him and his girlfriend Brittany had a kid together. Then they got married, and then now they've got, Noah, Oh God, I'm trying to think of all of his kids' name. Noah, Vince, then he's got a daughter, and then another boy. Yeah, 4 kids. I've never seen him treat his kids or his wife like shit, Larry, so I think you're thinking of the wrong person. Anytime I've seen him with his family vlogging, he always treats his family with dignity and respect, especially his lady. So I think you're talking about the wrong person. I think. I could be wrong, but Roman Atwood's one of my favorite. I wouldn't want someone that treated women like crap. I've never seen Roman treat Brittany like crap on camera. Actually, quite the opposite. I've seen him treat his family and his friends and Brittany's family like gold. So you may be talking about somebody else. Tyler says, "Yeah, a lot of people let the power go to their heads." But see, I wouldn't do that, Tyler. Like if I ever became like I had a million subs or a bazillion or a million, I would take care of my friends, my family, and I would never forget about you guys, the fans. I would never forget about the fans or my family. I would not let it go to my head. Sure, I'd have a lot more money, and fears. I would buy more movie props. Just a few more. Bigger props. Yeah, but I definitely would take care of my friends and my family. I would never forget about you guys. I wouldn't let it go to my head. And, like I said, I think charity is important, and it kind of roots you. And if I have the power to help people, then why wouldn't I want to help people? I don't really have the power right now to help people. I mean, I do what I can. I do the random acts of kindness here and there, but if I had that much power as a big-ass YouTuber, I'd be like, well, I have the power now to really help people a lot. So those 3 or 4 charities that I said, I'd start with those, and then I'd branch out and do as much charity work as I absolutely possibly could, because not only would I get some cool videos out of it, but I would be able to help change people's lives. And helping people, that's why we're here. Or that's one of the reasons why God put us on this earth. But yeah, definitely I would not let it go to my head, Tyler. Hero says, I'm not God. Wait. Hero says, I'm not God, y'all. All I can do is shout you out, but you have to be the one with the good, awesome content. No, no. Listen, Heroes, if you do your part, I will do my part. I'm going to keep pumping out that content. Let's see. Yeah. Wait, Tyler said, fears, he said off camera. Oh, now, I don't know what Roman Atwood is like off camera. I've never met him off camera, Tyler, but at least on camera, he's always treated his wife's family with dignity and respect. Roman's done a lot of charity work. He's always Roman bought his dad a car, bought his own father a car in one video. I think he bought his mom a new house or something. So I was just going by on camera. I have no idea what he did off camera, but you guys know. I'm not a two-faced person like that. You guys know. You guys have seen me. You guys have seen my pictures on my Facebook and Instagram. I am nice to my family and friends off camera, and I'm nice to them on camera. Because I could never do that, man. Being a two-faced fucking person like that, no. What you see with fears is what you get. Larry says, Fears, I have to admit, you are an awesome drinker. I appreciate that, buddy. I don't drink a lot, but whenever I do drink, I like to have fun. But I'll tell you what, Larry, at least you think so. Some of the trolls, because they thought I puked, I didn't puke. There's a big controversy. And I don't see the big controversy. This is exactly what happened. I grabbed the shot, and they're like, all right, come on, Fears. And I was like, all right, 3, 2, 1. I went, dung. I should have just, did it, slowly. But I threw it back, and it went back into my throat. And then that stuff already burns. And then it went down the wrong pipe. So that's why in the video you see me grab that napkin, and I tried to keep it in. Because I felt the liquid come right back out, and there was no vomit. It was just the same liquid. And it hit the table. And when it hit the table, there was not one speck of puke in it. It was the liquid. So that's why I quickly grabbed that napkin and wiped it up. And then Tommy propped me up and said, go over to the sink, Fears. And then when I went over to the sink, I just spit a whole bunch. I didn't vomit, I spit, and I was choking because it went down the wrong windpipe. But of course, those idiot trolls were like, no, we saw a speck of puke. No, you're a fucking idiot. There was no puke. It went down the wrong windpipe. So yeah. And people are like, oh yeah, you're lying, Fierce. Why would I lie about that? I'm telling you guys the honest to God truth. And I can't lie about it. It's on camera. That's exactly what happened. Verbatim what happened. So yeah. So you tried to keep up with Tommy, who can drink with the best of them. Yeah. But again, I did keep up with Tommy, just I choked on one of the shots. If I wouldn't have choked on that one, I would have been fine. But yeah. Anyway. Okay, well, I'm glad no one really cares. I guess the trolls are just like making it out to be worse than it really is. Because I don't really care. Yo, Visions, what's up? Well, I don't know if it's big news, but I got some news about my date coming up, Visions, that I think you think like, sorry guys, since Visions was here, I'll retell him. So, Visions, the other day, that girl wrote me. I'm not going to tell you guys her name yet. And I really hope none of the trolls like scare her off. I really hope the trolls don't do what they did to Casey, because they used to like write Casey and be like, "Oh, Fears is bad. He's this, he's that." I really like this girl. I hope they don't do anything to this girl. No, but we'll see. You know how they are. Anyway, so Visions, check this out. By the way, shout out to Visions. Oh, Visions. Yeah, buddy, I got it on. I didn't know if you were going to show up, buddy, and I was like, well, I'll throw it on for Lord Visions. So check this out. So she messages me the other day and says, well, John, I got some good news. And I said, what's up? I said, how are you doing? She goes, oh, I'm having a good day. How are you? And I'm like, oh, I'm doing good. And she goes, I've never done this before. Or wait, no, I told her I've never done this before. But she said, I really like you. I'm trying to do the 10-second version for Visions, but it may lead into a story. I'll do my best because I'm really excited. She goes, well, I really like you. So she's like, John, I just want to let you know, I went out with my cousin. I couldn't decide what I wanted to wear on our date because I have to bring 2 sets of clothes, one, a bikini or a swimsuit for the beach, and then I'm gonna wear a nice dress to dinner. And I went, yeah, I'm like, that's fine. I'm like, you can change it at my apartment or whatever you want to do. She goes, yeah, we may do that. And I said, okay. And then she's like, well, I couldn't decide, so my cousin was like, well, if you can't decide, she goes, go out with me. She goes, I'm going to go shopping. And she goes, I'm your cousin. She goes, you seem to really like this guy. I'll help you pick something out. So, Visions, this is the big news. I've never had a girl. She wrote me and said, John, I really like you. I bought a new outfit from head to toe. And I was like, you didn't have to do that. She goes, no, I wanted to, because she goes, I think you're a really good guy. She goes, and you're a breath of fresh air. She goes, the last guy was fucking horrible, treated me like dog shit. She goes, it's nice to know that good guys like you still exist out there. She's like, you make me feel wonderful. You always say, whenever I send you a selfie, you're like, oh, you're so beautiful. And I wrote, well, I'm just stating the truth. You are beautiful. And I'm like, you're super cute. She goes, yeah, but that other guy wouldn't say that. I was like, well, then he's an idiot. I said, because you are beautiful. Why wouldn't I say it? I'm like, it's the truth. And then she's like, well, she goes, I wanted to show my appreciation. She goes, I really like you, and I hope this works out. I said, me too. I said, so far, I'm digging the vibes. She goes, well, I bought a new outfit from head to toe. New purse, new watch, new swimming suit, new bikini. She sent me a picture of the bikini, right, Visions? I wish she would have had it on, but maybe she's saving it for the beach. Probably that's what she's doing. She laid it out on the bed. And I was like a little kid in the candy store, Visions. I'm not even going to lie. Like, the fans already saw my face. I was like, yeah, I can't wait to, fucking see her in this. I'm like, this is going to be fucking great. It's a pretty nice bikini. And it's barely a bikini. It's nice. Shh, it's nice. So I'm really excited, buddy. So it's not like epic going fucking ballistic big news, but it's pretty big news. No girl has ever bought a whole ensemble. So I told the fans, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I better step up my game a little bit. Because I'd only bought a new shirt for dinner. And I bought some new black swim trunks. And I went, oh, if she's doing all this, I would be a dick if I didn't get like another shirt for the beach and shit. So I was like, I better fucking go out. And this was all before Tommy came. So a few days ago, before Tommy came, I went out and got a new Hawaiian shirt that matches my swim trunks, and I'm going to show everybody at the end of the stream. And then I got a nice new shirt for dinner, and I'm going to wear my nice new Chuck Taylors that I got like 2 months ago. I forgot to tell you guys about that, but I got some new Chuck Taylors like 2.5 months ago. Haven't even worn them out yet, so I'll be wearing them to dinner. So, buddy, I'm going to look epic. And I saw, she showed me her dress that she got. That was another photo. She is going to look bloody spectacular. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I just, and I told, Tyler's like, Fears, that's kind of semi-good news. It's not epic news. And I was like, well, it may not be epic news to you guys, but it's epic news to me because no girl has ever bought a whole outfit just for me. So I'm really excited. So I just wanted to show that here. I wanted to share that with you guys. So anyway, I'm glad you're here, Visions, because I changed my mind. I swear I'm gonna watch Silver Bullet tonight, buddy. But I was dying. I'm gonna review this. I was dying to watch all the bonus features, and they had a shitload of bonus features. Since I had already seen this, I watched the 2.5-hour bonus features first. It was like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I can't remember. Then I rewatched the movie, and they told this awesome story, guys, about John Belushi. And I'll tell you guys the story in just a minute. So I'm going to review this. I forgot to tell you guys the topics today. The topics are I'm going to review this. I'm going to talk about our first date. And then I want to talk about the new Indiana Jones movie. They just released today or yesterday a brand new trailer. And so now this is like the third new trailer for the new Indiana Jones. I don't know why they're making, they made those trailers ages ago, Visions. I don't know why they're making us wait till June, what is it? Hang on, June 25th, June 26th until the movie comes out. I don't understand. They made it like the trailer like months ago. Why are they waiting till the summer for us to see the new Indiana Jones? I love me some Indiana Jones. That movie prop has been sitting over there for years. You guys know I'm a dork. I'm bringing my fucking movie prop. You guys know. Either I'll ask my mom to buy me one and that'll be her gift to me, or I'll just buy one myself. You know? Because if I'm going to get one, I don't want a cheap-ass replica. I want a fucking replica that looks like the exact fucking thing that Indiana Jones, Henry Jones Jr., wears in the fucking movie. Because then, if it's a side-off, or if it's like a half-ass version, I'll be like, well, that's not the fucking Indiana Jones hat. I want the fucking Indiana Jones hat. I just don't understand why they're making us wait until the fucking they made the trailers like in what February, March, and we have to wait till fucking June. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Anyway, I'm glad you're here, Visions. I'm glad Tyler's here. Larry, Pretend Stories, Heroes. Who else is here? I'm sure Pixel will be here soon enough. Who else is in here? Well, I thought Rezi was. Oh, Caleb was here, but I think he's gone. He said he was going into town to do something. And then Rezi said she would stop by later because someone told me that she's streaming right now. Yo, Chicken Wizard, what's up? Okay, that makes sense, Chicken Wizard. Chicken Wizard said, well, Fears, they want that summer blockbuster money. I can understand that. Chicken Wizard, everybody else, I'll be right back. We're at like 96%, but Fears has had a little Crohn's today. But it's not bad enough. I'm gonna go to work tonight because I'm damn sure I'm not missing 2 nights in a row of work. No. So I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom, but just go ahead and study Mickey Mouse's face. Hiya, pals! And I'll be right back. right, sorry about that, guys. When you gotta go, you gotta go. All right. I just hate keeping you guys waiting. Sorry about that. All right. Nice. We got 11 people watching. All right. So where did I leave off? I left off talking about, let's see. Chicken Wizard said they want that blockbuster money. Oh, yeah. You know, because it's fucking Hollywood. They're like, hey, let's cash in and shit. You know? So I get it. Listen, Chicken Wizard. I crap a lot about Hollywood. The only thing I hate about Hollywood is how fake people are. I love the movie process, but I've told you guys this many times. If Fears was in the movie, what you see is what you get. I wouldn't do fucking like Michael Jackson style and fucking reconstruct my fucking nose 18 fucking times, and then that one guy went from like normal lips like mine. He had huge ass fat fucking lips and shit. And I'm like, no, fuck you. You're going to get Fears just the way. If I have a wrinkle here, then the wrinkle's staying. I don't mind putting makeup on for the movie, because all actors do that, but I like my face. I like who I am. I'm not going to be like, yeah, like, give me fucking massive cheekbones. Give me big lips and shit. Fuck all that noise. I understand why they do it, because they want to look young, but I'm like, look, every person gets old. Every person gets old. Like, I'll give you an example. I guarantee you, I can tell in his face he's never had any reconstructive surgery. Robert De Niro. He was a good-looking guy young. He's a good-looking guy old. Never did any of that plastic surgery bullshit. I would be exactly like Robert De Niro. He's a man's man. He doesn't need fucking plastic surgery because he's that good of a fucking actor. So he's like, yeah, fuck all that noise. So I hate all the fakeness about Hollywood, Chicken Wizard, but everything else, all the movie making shit, that's fucking great. I remember when me and my mom and my dad, I was begging them. I said, we got to go to the Chinese Man's Theater. And I said, I really love, Eddie Murphy. He's fucking hilarious. And when I was 14, I said, Mom, we got to find his handprints. And I said, I'm going to put my hands on the handprints and I'm going to look up and just snap off a selfie. Well, selfies didn't exist back then, but I'm like, just snap me off a photo. My mom's like, oh, we'll find him, John. I was like, no, we got to find him now. And we did. And then I took a bunch of pictures. I took a picture with Charlie Chaplin's footprints. Mickey Mouse's footprints were there. Fucking, I found Harrison Ford's, all those guys. So that was a good time. My dad, drove around, and we didn't get all the way up to the mountain, but we got as close to the Hollywood sign as we possibly could, and we snapped off a photo. That was great. Let's see here. Tyler says, no Fears. It's definitely good news. Just saying it's not big epic news. But I could be in for a little. It's definitely good news, buddy. I mean, no girl has ever bought a whole ensemble for me. So I'm like, well, that's a good sign. That's good news, It's good news. Hero says, unfortunately, the new Indiana Jones movie is trashed. Bad reviews. Oh, God, I hope not. I hope not, Heroes. Because I actually did enjoy the movie trailers. I'm hoping for a big win. Because you guys know me, I love Indiana Jones. I will admit, though, the movie that they made, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, back in 2007, I was in film school. Me and my friend Jay went and saw it in theaters. I remember I'm sitting here, Jay's sitting there, and Jay looks over at me and goes, hey, Fears, what'd you think? I'm like, ah. And then my friend Jay was like, Fears, what does that mean? I go, that means I half liked it, half hated it. And he goes, well, which parts did you like? I said, it started off good. I said, you see him get caught by the Russians. Then they take him to Area 51. Then he helps them find that alien. Then he goes, yeah, fuck you, and punches that Russian guy, grabs his whip, jumps up on those fucking platforms, and he's swinging from light to light with his whip and shit. So I said, it starts off strong. Then he finds that big machine, and he's fighting that big Russian guy, and these mechanical doors open up, and he flies out on that conveyor belt like whatever that fucking machine is, and they fly out. So it starts off good. And then, he survives a nuclear blast in that fucking made-up 1950s made-up town, and it's a nuclear blast. Or, an atomic bomb or whatever. So it starts off good, but then it gets so stupid in the middle. Them swinging from the trees with 1,000 monkeys, and then him and his wife and his son and that old guy like fly off a cliff in a Jeep in a huge ass fucking waterfall. And I'm like, if that happened, you would die in 2 seconds. So the middle part is fucking garbage. But then it ends strong. Then they find the treasure, you know. Then all of a sudden they find out about the aliens, and then the alien like kills that Russian bitch for just being a straight up bitch. Then they escape the tomb, and then in the end, then he ends up marrying his old like babe lady, Marion Ravenwood. I'm like, okay, that's cool. It's just the middle shit was horrible fucking garbage. It starts off amazing, ends amazing, and the middle shit, I usually just fast forward it if I watch that movie because the middle is fucking goddamn. I would wipe my ass with it. It's just fucking horrible. The beginning's amazing, end is amazing. I thought the wedding thing was pretty cool. The wedding to Marion Ravenwood, that's one of my favorite scenes, you know. And then Shia LaBeouf goes to pick up Indiana Jones' hat, and he's like, I don't think so. And he grabs the hat like a badass, puts it on, and then he grabs it. Then he grabs his new wife. Then Shia like smiles, and then he picks up like his little fucking toy knife and puts it in his back pocket and starts slicking his hair back like the 50s style shit. Walks out, bam, credits. So I was like, all right, at least it ended good. But the middle part, I don't know, to each their own. If you guys like it, great. The middle part is fucking horrible. Anyway, let's continue on. So Heroes, I'm hoping for the big W. Hopefully it's just haters online saying, oh, I don't know, fucking Indiana Jones sucks. And I'll be like, my ass, he sucks. He's the ultimate action-adventure, man's man, fucking hero that you could possibly. Harrison Ford's a badass. I look up. My dad loved Harrison Ford. I love Harrison Ford too. And I remember my dad saying, oh man, it would be so good if I could meet Harrison Ford. I was like, well, Dad, guess what? I'm like, we're never going to meet Harrison Ford, but at least we can enjoy his kick-ass man's man movie. And he's like, he is like the ultimate badass. I'm like, it doesn't seem like it, Dad. I'm like, he is the ultimate fucking badass. Besides you, Dad. I said, you're a badass, Dad. And I said, so is he. So, and I don't even care that Harrison Ford's like, what is he, like fucking 83? He's still a badass. He can still play fucking Han Solo until he's 155. He can play as many Indiana Jones as he wants. He's getting up there in age, though, but you know what? He hasn't, like, lost a beat. That's all I'm trying to say. All right, let me continue on. Larry says, can you review Grease? When I get to it, Larry, there's tons of movies to go, but I will at some point review it. Let's see. Pretend Story says, what have you got planned for the date, and how are you going to deal with your Crohn's? Well, I'm just going to take my Crohn's medicine before the date, Pretend Stories, and this is what I got planned. She's going to meet me here at my apartment. Then we're going to get in my car because Daytona Beach is like an hour away. I'm going to drive. And she said, oh, thanks for driving, because she's already got a 3-hour drive here because she lives in Miami. But she said, if you're willing to meet, and she goes, I don't mind coming to visit you, and then the next day you can come. I said, I don't mind. I said, we'll take turns visiting each other. So she's going to come. And I'll let you guys know if anything changes. But so far, this is what we got planned. She said, I love making sandcastles. And she goes, I love walking on the beach. She goes, if we're going to the beach, she goes, can we do those two things? I said, sure. I said, I don't have a little bucket and a little shovel, but I said, I can go to Walmart and get that. I said, don't worry about buying that. I said, I'll buy that. She goes, okay. So we're going to go for a walk on the beach. We're going to make a sandcastle. She goes, can we go swimming? I said, sure, we can go swimming. And then after we're all done there, I guess we're going to come back here and we'll get a shower and put on our nice clothes, and then we're going to go to dinner. And then after dinner, I'm going to see if she wants to go to Elsie's party. If she doesn't, then I'll just walk her to her car and hopefully give her a kiss goodnight and be like, all right, let's plan the next date here, in a week or two or whatever. And if she does want to go to Elsie's party, then I'm like, all right, let's go to Elsie's party. And I said, I've got Elsie's address. I'll just text him, hey, when do you want me to come over, buddy? Come over around 8 or 9, Fierce. Cool, I'm on the way, buddy. I'm bringing the booze. She did say, and I admire her for this, she goes, I don't care if you smoke, John, or if you drink. She goes, it's just not my thing. I said, I don't smoke. I said, the only thing I have smoked, I said, every once in a while with my buddies back home in Missouri, I don't mind a nice cigar every once in a blue moon. I said, but it has to be a big special occasion. She goes, yeah, that's fine. She goes, you don't smoke constantly. I said, no. I said, I don't I said, I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke weed. I said, it's just a cigar every once in a blue moon. And she goes, when? She goes, what's that? I said, a blue moon is like once in a while, because I guess since she's from France, she didn't know what that meant. I said, once in a blue means like you don't do it every day, you don't do it every week. It's like if I smoked a cigar in January, I wouldn't smoke another one until Christmas time, you know? She goes, oh, okay, that's fine. And she goes, when's the last time? I said, it's been a while. I said, the last time I smoked a cigar was at my friend's bachelor party in Missouri. Eric got married to Aaron in 2000. It was right before I moved to Florida, 2017, 2018. So she said. So then she said, "Oh, so it's been a while." I said, "Yeah." I said, "It's been a long time since I've had a cigar." But I said, "I said at the occasion," and then she doesn't drink though. So she goes, "I don't care." She goes, "You're not a big drinker." I said, "No." I said, "Only on special occasions." And I said, "If it's just out and about, I may have one or two." She goes, "Well," she goes, "I like to stay healthy." She goes, I don't drink." And I was like, "That's fine. You don't have to." I'm like, "I'm not going to force you to drink." I said, I admire that you don't drink. So that's what we got planned for 10 stories. So yeah. So should be good. Should be fun. All right, let me scroll down here. I'm sorry that I got behind on the comments, guys. Let's see. That it will, Chicken Wizard. Chicken Wizard says, I'm eating McDonald's and it's going to make me drop a deuce. Yeah, you know what it is, Chicken Wizard? For as much as I love Taco Bell and fucking McDonald's, Taco Bell gives you, that I like to call, it gives you the taco shits. It's good, but it gives you the taco shits. And then McDonald's, every single time I eat McDonald's, whether it's their breakfast menu or like lunch or dinner, within an hour or two, I'm shitting my ass off. So yeah. Larry said Mickey just winked at me. Oh, did he? He is a funny guy. Larry says, I think there's Hollywood in Florida. You should film there. Well, I do film. I do film in Florida, Larry. Chicken Wizard says Temple of Doom was my favorite. Well, see, the thing is with Temple of Doom, Chicken Wizard, is that was so much more dark. And the reason why they made it dark, it was for two reasons. One, George Lucas was going through a divorce. So he said, I already had a dark tone to me. And he goes, that's why I write it much dark. And he goes, I wanted a dark second act, like we had a dark second act in, my first Star Wars series. Empire Strikes Back is the darker one out of the original trilogy. And he goes, and I designed it to be that way. He goes, you start it off, you create the villain, Darth Vader, and the most evil guy. Everyone thinks Darth Vader is the most evil. He's not. It's the Emperor. The Emperor is like the fucking devil. That's why he's got the yellow and red fucking glowing eyes and shit. But Anakin used to be good. He just got seduced by the Emperor, and now he's on the dark side, right? But in the end, he does the good job. He's like, no, fuck you. He's like, I'm not going to kill my own son. You're a fucking goddamn psycho. And he kills the Emperor. Or, well, he thinks he kills the Emperor because in the new series, somehow, some magical way, the fucking Emperor comes back for one last fucking hurrah and shit. And I'm like, no, you're an idiot. Just stay dead. You're fucking evil. Emperor, fuck you. So, yeah, that's why that one, Chicken Wizard, is a lot more deep. But I do love Temple of Doom. And what's really cool about Temple of Doom, Chicken Wizard, is he's got a lot more things that he's collecting. So, like, in the start of the film, he's collecting that diamond off that shithead Chinese guy that, like, fucks him over, And then, like, almost tries to kill him. And then he's like, yeah, nice try, Lao She, fuck you. And he ends up getting the diamond back. And then, so he's collecting that. Then he's collecting the Shankara stones. And then he has that fucking cloth that helps him find that secret path. So there's a bunch of treasures in that. In the first one, he's just trying to get, the Ark. But in the second one, he's getting like 2 or 3 objects and shit. So that makes it even more cooler. I couldn't tell you, Chicken Wizard, which one's my favorite, because I like a little bit of each one of them. Each one of them has their gems about them, so I love the whole series, So, yeah. Vision says, I saw Harrison Ford got a long standing ovation after the film was screened. Oh, what? Wait, Vision's the new one? The new Indiana Jones? That's awesome, dude. Well, that's a good sign then. That's a very good sign. That's a good sign. If he gets a but how long was the standing ovation, Visions? And when was that standing ovation, if you don't mind me asking? Larry says, hello, Visions, doing good. What up, Pixel? Let's see, I'm trying to catch up here. Fears, you are the GOAT of TikTok. Am I? I don't know about all that, buddy. Like, maybe when I hit some big numbers, then listen, Larry, you got to explain to me, what's this GOAT thing? Like, whenever you're the GOAT, does that mean like you're the fucking shit? I'm just curious. You guys got, I'm old, man. I'm old and boring. You guys got to explain, what the hell is this GOAT thing? Anyway, let me know. Vision says, I'm sorry, I finally caught up. I'm sorry, Heroes. Heroes, you read them fast. I try to answer everyone's. I'm sorry if I get a little bit behind. My bad. Vision said 5 minutes, I think. Oh, damn. That's a long standing ovation. But that's cool, though. Fucking 5 minutes of people going like that. That's pretty awesome, Visions. And you said it happened last week. Oh, that's what's up. Nice. Nice. You know what, Visions? After this date, I've been saving for the Missouri trip, but I'm going to set aside like $50 to $100, buddy, and I'm going to buy some more Zoom Vision products. Yeah, well, for my Missouri trip, because I'm bringing this one. I showed a picture of Visions. I showed a picture of this to my grandma, and my grandma wrote, that's awesome. She texted it to me, right? And she goes, where did you get that? I said, well, Grandma, I said, if this doesn't make you feel better, I don't know what will. She goes, it does make me feel better. I said, Grandma, when I come to visit you, oh, I'm wearing my I Love Grandma. That's right. And Visions, I am proud to wear it, not only because I'm your friend, not only because you make good products, but Fears is not afraid to say, I love me some Grandma Fears. Yeah, buddy. Plus, it's a very comfy shirt. It's one of my favorite Exhumed Vision shirts. I don't know, Visions. I always say, like, oh, well, this is my new favorite. You just keep making Epic more products. So then it's hard to, I'm like, well, this new one, this Castlevania fucking one is great. Oh, then he makes the fucking Return of the Living Dead one. So it's hard to pick. You know what? I'll do this. I'll pick my top favorite 5 products. This is going to be hard, Vision. So let me go to your website. I'd say the first one, by far, Return of the Living Dead is so far my favorite shirt. Because I love Return of the Living Dead. They need to make more of those fucking movies. They only made 5 of them. Well, if Fears ever gets to Hollywood, fucking Tar Man will be coming back. I don't even know how the Tar Man is still fucking alive, but he's still fucking alive, you know, because he lasts all the way through the series. Yeah, he put, like, I know in the first one he gets his head knocked off, Visions, but by the second one, he must have picked up his head and reattached it to his body, because in the second one, his fucking head is right back on his shoulders. So I don't know how he did that, and he's just, like, chilling in the sewer, and those kids are, like, playing in the sewer, and all of a sudden he jumps out of the fucking sewer, and he's like, brains, and then you hear, like, the teenage guy go, oh, shit, and then they fucking take off running, and I'm like, well, I thought he had his head hit off by a bat by that fucking old guy in the first one, but I'm like, apparently he must have found his head and reattached it. Then in the fourth one, he gets shot a couple of times in the chest, but then, you know, he's a walking zombie, so he's like, yeah, go ahead and shoot me, I don't give a shit. And then the fifth one, he's partying with fucking college people at a fucking rave, and then it ends the film with him walking down the fucking highway, on the side of the highway, and I fucking lost my mind, buddy. So if I ever make a sixth one, or if somebody else, they better have the fucking Tar Man in there, or Fears, I kid you not, will be royally pissed off. All right, ooh, we got some new products. So the newest, the latest and greatest, we got some Gothic King Cobra cowboy stickers. Okay, again, I don't know much about Gothic King Cobra, and then I don't know why, but Visions zoomed in to Gothic King Cobra's lips for some reason, and he made Gothic King Cobra vinyl sticker lips. All right. So Visions, I gotta say, probably my favorite shirt. So the first one, I'd have to say my favorite shirt is the fucking Return of the Living Dead shirt. The second one would probably be the Grandma shirt. Third, I'm looking at your website. The third one is probably the Castlevania one. The fourth one is, let me go to the stickers, because the no sleep sticker with like the Tales from the Crypt guy holding a hot steaming pot of coffee. That's my fourth favorite thing. And probably, oh god, it's so hard because you got so much cool merch. I have probably the fifth one. I haven't bought it yet, but it's sold out. But I'm gonna have you commission it for me at some point. That fucking painting, man. That fucking ghost face, like melting face. It's such a good painting, dude. I'd say those fives. If I had to pick my favorite coffee mug, probably. Let me look at the mugs real quick. It's probably a split between any Fears thing you've made for me, Visions. So that would be like my favorite mugs, and then a favorite mug that you haven't made for me that's just on your channel that I have is probably the no sleep mug. I mean, you got some great mugs. One of these days, I want to buy the where is it? Hang on, the fucking hang on, let me go to the next page. Where the hell is it? It's I want to get the pizza in the cup mug one day, and then I want to get where's the Jason one? Oh, there it is. The Jason one. I just think this is such a great meme, Visions. Jason's like just staring someone down on the mug, and he's holding a fucking axe, and it says, "I would kill for another cup of coffee." That's fucking happening. I'm getting that one because it's only $11.99. So when I get some time, Visions, I'm fucking buying that mug. Oh yeah, buddy. That mug's a fucking must. So yeah. Anyway, all right. Let me get back to the chat here. All right. Was it at the cons? So Visions just sent me the link. So let's have a look at the link real quick. All right, let me see it real quick. Let me watch this. Wait, is this video the standing ovation? Oh yeah, here it is. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh, okay. So, Visions, I've only watched this for about 17 seconds. So not only is he getting a standing ovation, guys, I'm just going to give you guys some commentary. When it gets to the stage, Visions, I can tell he's holding the tears back. You know what? I wouldn't care if the trolls said I was a pussy. I'd be like, fuck you. If I got a standing ovation for 5 minutes, I'd be like, Harrison, let the fucking tears flow. You deserve it, buddy. You just made the 5th fucking Indiana Jones film. You're at the height of your career, the most epic part of your career. Fucking let the tears flow, motherfucker. This is awesome.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I'm very touched. I'm very moved by this. They say when you're about to die, you...
Give me 1 second, guys. I just want to watch it. I'm not trying to ignore you guys. There's only a minute and 59 left. Let me just watch this because you guys know he's one of my favorite actors. I got to hear what he has to say because he's literally about to cry, and I'm inspired by him, and I'm moved by him, and he does one of my favorite characters in human history. Fucking Indiana Jones. He's such a tough SOB. Oh yeah, and he's a badass.
You see your life flash before your eyes, and I just saw my life flash before my eyes. A great part of my life, but not all of my life. My life has been enabled by my lovely wife, who has supported my passion and my dreams, and I'm grateful. And you know, I love you too. Thank you. You've given my life purpose and meaning, and I'm grateful for that. So grateful. So grateful to have the opportunity to work with artists like Jim and Phoebe, even Mads. And I'm deeply moved by this honor and humbled. But I got a movie you ought to see. It's right behind me. So let me get out of the way. And thank you again for this great honor.
That is awesome, dude. That's awesome. Well, thanks for showing that. Thanks for showing that, Visions. The only thing is look, if I was that old, you guys know I don't give a shit about the trolls. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes when they get super personal, that's when I care a little bit what they say because they hurt me sometimes. But if I was that old, I'd be like, yeah, fuck you, I don't care. He was holding the tears back. I'd be like, dude, you're fucking Indiana Jones. Let the fucking tears flow. That was a cool standing ovation, Visions. Thanks for sharing that. And that was such a cool fucking speech. Yeah, I don't know if he's religious, but if I was him, the only thing I would have changed, I would have thanked my friends and my family and my lovely wife, whoever that may be, someday, hopefully a Mrs. Spears. But I also would have thanked the big guy upstairs, but I don't know if he believes in God or Jesus. I don't know. I don't know if Harrison Ford's ever talked about that. I don't know if he's religious or not. But, well, he's holding the tears back, Larry. That's why he's almost about to cry, but he's holding it back. But I would have just let him flow, you know? I would have let him flow. But yeah. But anyway, let's see here. What's the material of Vision's shirt? It's a cotton. It's cotton. I looked on the back because I asked Visions and I was like, you know what? Before the stream, before I throw this shirt on, I'll just look. It's cotton. But I'm telling you, Larry, they're so comfy. And again, some of the trolls think, oh, you just want to have sex with Visions. And like, why are you always up his ass? I'm not up Visions' ass. I don't want to have sex with Visions. Just, we're good buddies. And I always try to help out someone's business. You know, or their passion or their dreams. I'm saying it because it's fucking true. Visions makes good products. He cares about the products. He cares about his customers. That's fair enough to say, right, Visions? We're good buddies because Visions gives me plugs for my channel all the time. Plus, he sends me free shit, you know, and I'll be like, oh, dude, thanks. And I'll wear it in the fucking streams. I'll wear it in the videos. But it does suck sometimes. Visions, you think I'm kidding? The trolls, I've heard Quentin say it. You're always up Vision's ass. Like, do you want to suck on his ass? Like, why do you always kiss his ass? Like, you want to have sex with Visions? And I'm like, no, not really. No, not even remotely. But you know how Quentin is. I'll be honest though, it's been kind of peace. I haven't heard from Quentin in about a week and a half, so I don't want to rock the boat. The less I have to hear from him, the better, you know. Watch it. Now that I said that today, there'll be shitloads of comments in there. Oh, fuck you, Fears, da-da-da-da-da, and all that crap, you know. But what I'm trying to say is he makes great products. And they're so comfy shirts. Pretend Stories says, I gotta go. All right, Pretend Stories, you're probably already gone by now, but peace out, buddy. Thanks for coming in. Let's see. We'll be in a crowd. Oh, God, I hope so, Visions. I really hope so, buddy. That would be a dream come true. Visions said, you know what, Fears? We'll be in the crowd for you when Fears Man plays at the Cannes Film Festival. I hope so, man. God, how great would Fears Man to the big screen. I don't know. I'd probably be too old by then to play Fears Man, but you know what? I would play Will L, you know, fucking Fears Man's father. But I'd get some, like, awesome, like, 6-foot, muscular dude to play the great epic Fears Man. And then I would dedicate the film to good old Papa Fears. As Pixel calls him, I would dedicate Fears Man to my dad and my grandfather. So, yeah. I don't know. Maybe one day, Visions, I would die a happy man if Fears Man ever got to the big screen. To see the costume, the yellow and blue, either on me or somebody else, oh, it'd be a dream come true, buddy. It would be great. It would be great. You never know. Never say never. Never say never. No, I'm just going to keep working hard and keep making the cartoons and keep making my content. And whatever happens, happens. We'll see. But that would be a dream come true. God, to meet Harrison Ford would be a dream come true. Just like, you know how I said, like, I'd love to interview Steven Spielberg. And I remember one of my film teachers were like, well, Fears, like, what if you only had 5 minutes? That's 5 more minutes that I didn't have with him. I said, you can ask a lot of questions in 5 minutes. I said, I wouldn't even need 5 minutes. If I got to sat down with Steven Spielberg for even a fucking 2-minute interview, I would be eternally grateful. If I just, not even an interview with Harrison Ford, if I could just go up and say, I love your work. Can I shake your hand and give you a hug? That would be enough for me. And, well, no, actually I should. And if I could get a selfie, I would die a happy man because he's a fucking great actor. And Steven Spielberg is a great fucking director. Larry says, Visions is old school too. Or, I'm sorry, old fashioned too. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being old fashioned. Oh, wait, I just got that fucking joke. Jesus Christ. I got that joke, Larry. Because Visions and, because Quentin and all the other trolls said, Fears, why you always up Visions asked, you want to have sex with them? And then, you know, the lady that I'm talking to, she's old school and she's old fashioned. You know, no sex on the first date. That was pretty funny, Larry. But I didn't connect the dots right away. And then the minute I said, oh, it's okay to be old fashioned, I was like, wait a minute. Now I'm connecting the dots. That was pretty fucking funny. Oh, man. Oh, Lord. Well, Visions, you probably know that Quentin already said that, you know? You know? You talk to him more than I do, you know? Visions like, listen here, Fears. I fuck one person, and I fuck one person only. I fuck, you know, Mrs. Visions. And I'm like, good. That's the only person I want, you fucking buddy. Oh, my Lord. Anyway, let's continue on. All right. Where is it? Review time. I'm going to keep this review quick. Everybody has seen this movie. It's an epic movie. I really just bought it for the shitloads of bonus features. So, what? All right, they don't have a list here, but when you put it in, it's an hour and a half of full-on bonus features. They talk about the music. They do 2 dedications to John Belushi. Then they do a thing where his brother talks about his brother, and then Dan Aykroyd tells you how the film was made. And then one of the coolest things they do is they tell this epic story that I have to tell you guys. I don't know if you guys know this story, but they were shooting inside the mall, like where they drive through one of the most iconic scenes in the film, where they're trying to get away from the cops, and then Jake Blues goes, Elwood, look, you got us into this parking lot, pal. Now you get us out. And he goes, you want out of this parking lot? Okay. And then he just goes gung and just drives right through the fucking mall. And they just starts crashing through all the mall stores. And then they fucking crash out the other side of the mall and get away from the cops. So, the most iconic story, they said they were shooting that. And they said one night, John Belushi got tired. And he walked off the set. And they said, we didn't know where he went. So they said, we started looking for tall tale signs of him. And one of the crew members said, yeah, I think I saw John go into that subdivision over there. So Dan Aykroyd said, so I walked over to the subdivision, started knocking on people's doors. And he said, do you know where Mr. Belushi went? And they said, oh, yeah, we saw him go into that house over there. And they said it was a perfect stranger's house. And they said, so we knocked on the door and said, is one of our actors in there? And then the owner of the house said, oh, yeah, Mr. Belushi is crashed out on my couch. And apparently what happened is John Belushi got so hungry and so tired, I guess he got so fed up of shooting one night that he left the set, walked into someone's house, said, you know who I am? I'm John Belushi. I'm tired. I'm hungry. Like, can I have a sandwich and can I crash on your couch? And basically the stranger said, I mean, I guess you're fucking John Belushi. And the stranger saw John Belushi go over to his fridge, open up the fridge door, stand there for 10 minutes, made himself a sandwich, ate the sandwich, drank a glass of milk, and then crashed out on the fucking couch. And I was like, that's a pretty legendary, that's legendary. That's a legendary story. And Dan Aykroyd said, I've never laughed more than that night. He goes, when I finally was walking back to the set with John Belushi, he said, I would never have the balls to do that. And John's like, well, everybody knows me because I'm such a big actor. He goes, I don't think they mind. And he said, John, you're missing the point. He goes, it's some random person's house. He goes, plus we've got food on the set. He goes, I know, but he goes, I was a little stressed. I just had to get the fuck away from everybody because I'm so exhausted. He goes, we've been shooting for 10 days straight without a break. And Dan Aykroyd said, I looked at him and said, I get it, but don't ever do that again because it's just some random person's house. They said, if you get tired, let us know and we'll give you a break. And then he said, all right, fair enough. But Dan Aykroyd said, I've never laughed more hard than I did that night ever in my life. And I was like, well, I could see why. I'm like, you just fucking walked off the set. Yeah, you know who I am, John Belushi. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I don't care who you are. I'm just going to grab a sandwich and then crash out on your couch. I'm like, all right, like, go for it, buddy. Oh, man. So I thought that was probably my favorite bit of the behind the scenes. My two favorite scenes of the whole film, I've already told you one of them. I love the whole police car chase through the mall. That's my first favorite. Then when they're recruiting Mr. Fabulous, their friend, the guy that plays the trumpet, at his fancy diner like gig, and he's like the maitre d', and he comes in, and he's like, wait a minute. He goes, you guys can't come in here. He goes, listen. He goes, you guys are trouble. He goes, look, listen, I'm your friend, but he goes, let's go outside and we'll talk. I'll buy you a cup of coffee. And then they're all like, we're putting the band back together. And then he looks at him and goes, no fucking way. I've got a good gig here. I'm not joining the band. He goes, I'm not going to jail again. Fuck you guys. Essentially is what he says. And then Jake Blues looks at Elwood and he's like, come Elwood. He goes, let's have a nice dinner and see what this establishment has to offer. So they sit down, and they have no money. And then all of a sudden, they're like, give us a bottle of your fresh champagne, or your finest champagne, and some bread for my brother, because, Elwood loves toasting bread. And some bread for my brother, and I'll have some shrimp cocktails. And then all of a sudden, and Pee Wee Herman is in that fucking film as the waiter. I think he looks so young, that's probably his first film gig. And then he goes, I have a Dom Perignon at $125. Well, they don't even have $125, but Jake Blues just goes, that'll be fine, pal. And then they start, like, trying to annoy all the guests by, like, sipping the champagne as loud as they can, eating, throwing food everywhere, just acting like complete idiots because they're trying to get Mr. Fabulous either fired or convince him to be back in the band. That's my two favorite scenes of all time. But, yeah, so that definitely gets a 10 out of 10. That story alone about John Belushi crashing on someone's couch, let alone gets it a 10 out of 10. So 10 out of 10. All right, so now I'm going to talk about my first date. I told you guys a little bit, but I'm so excited. But I'm nervous as all hell. And Tyler was like, Fears, don't fuck this up. I'm really going to try not to fuck this up. But I'm rusty, man. I haven't had a date in 4 long years. But not for trying, though. I mean, you guys have seen me over the years. I've been writing constantly girls on the dating apps. Finally, this girl, she's going to give me a chance after 4 long years. So oh, yeah, Larry, Pee Wee Herman was in that movie. If you go back, when they go into the nice, fancy restaurant, Pee Wee Herman is their waiter. He's the guy that says, like, give us a bottle of your fresh champagne. And Pee Wee Herman looks at John Belushi. He's like, we have a Dom Perignon aged 1930 at $120, or he says some shit like that. And then he just kind of looks at him for half a second. He's like, that'll be fine, pal. And then he walks off. And then he puts down the shrimp cocktail, and then he pours them the champagne and shit. Yeah, he's in it very briefly. It was probably his very first part in a movie. That's way before his little that's way before his little kids TV show and all that crap, and way before he got arrested and all that crap. Yo, Queen of YouTube, it's been a while. She says, hey John, hope you had a wonderful weekend. Well, it's funny that you bring that up, Queen of YouTube. I got to hang out with the legendary Tommy NC 2010 all weekend. He stayed all weekend at my house. We went shopping. We got to hang out. We did 2 live streams. We got to, vlog and stuff. It was a hell of a good weekend, Queen of YouTube. It was amazing. It was really good. No, I haven't seen the new Guardians of the Galaxy yet. It's on my to-do list. I'm going to try and see that sometime next week because I've got 2 weeks that are going to be busy as hell. This week I've got shitloads of work, shitloads of videos to edit and upload. This weekend I got a date. Then I got Elsie's 10K party Saturday night. Then I haven't been to church in 3.5 weeks. I got church on Sunday. Next week I'm hanging out with Sam. And we're going to go axe throwing. But I'm so far behind on my videos. Next week, I'm going to upload a shitload of videos. So, yeah. So, the next 2 weeks are going to be kind of busy, but I'm going to try and do it sometime next week and go see Guardians of the Galaxy because I can't wait to go see it. Anyway, let's get back to my first date in a while. So, first date since 2019. The last hangout that me and Casey had was November 17th, 18th. That's when we broke up. That was the last hangout of 2019. And for the next 4 years, nothing. Not a handhold, not a cuddle, not a date, not a smooch, nothing from a girl in 4 years. So I better not fuck this up. But the plans are, the only thing I need to buy, I need to get a bucket and a little shovel because she really wants to make a big sandcastle. And I said, we can do that. And I'm not going to buy two. I said, we'll just share the little bucket and a little shovel and we'll do it together. Oh, that sounds great, John. I'm like, all right, sounds good. But she's going to drive over here. We're going to put all the stuff. I may make a little picnic. I'm thinking about making a little picnic. And instead of going to a thing for lunch, because we're going to I'm taking her to a nice fancy restaurant. I thought I could make a little picnic and we could eat a little picnic on the beach. Because she goes, I love the beach. She's like, you know what would be romantic, John? I was like, what's up? She goes, I'd love to go for a walk on the beach after we're done making a sandcastle and after we go swimming. I was like, we could do that. And I mentioned, I'm like, I could make us like a little lunch. And she goes, oh, that'd be great. She's like, I'll bring over some food too. And I was like, okay, cool. So I think that's what we're going to do. So a little picnic, a little swimming, a little sandcastle. I get to see her in a bikini. Oh yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. I'm excited. And plus she's beautiful. And she's kind of the package deal. She knows 4 languages. She owns her own business with her mom and her cousin. Her mom and dad own a restaurant in France. She's from France. She's a banker. She's beautiful. She's talented. So she's kind of the package deal. So I could not fuck this up beyond belief. The only thing I'm worried is, like, for the most part, when I dated Casey, people left us alone, but, not everyone on the internet likes me. So I'm worried if, like, Quentin or Joey or all these other guys will, like, find her someday and message her horrible things. I hope not. I really hope that they don't, like, do what they did to Casey. Because Casey would come up to me sometimes and be like, John, like, I had to block a few people. Like, this one guy wouldn't leave me alone, and they were saying horrible things about you. And I'm like, that's just how the internet is. I'm like, they're going to make up all this stupid shit. So I hope they don't do that. That's what I'm nervous about. Like some people, like most of you guys care about Fears' happiness, and I care about your guys' happiness because I love my fans. But then some people, no matter what I do or say, I hate to say it, Quentin, I don't think he really cares about me. Or he doesn't care about anyone. He loves trolling people. So I could see Quentin messaging her and saying a whole bunch of evil shit. Joey, he's kind of, he says he wants to be cool. Sometimes he is cool. Sometimes he's a troublemaker. Right now we're civil. So I have to really watch what I say, and I kind of gave her the lowdown. I was like, if anyone ever messages you, just please don't believe them. Come to me first. And she said, oh, I will. And I said, okay. But I said the same thing to Casey, and sometimes she got a little annoyed. So I hope nobody tries to fuck this up, because I really like this girl. But we'll see. We'll just take it one day at a time. But yeah. Queen of YouTube says, wow, French banker, fancy. She seems really nice, Queen of YouTube. So I'll keep you guys updated. So then after the beach, we're going to get, we'll get all the sand off us, and we're going to get dressed up, and we're going to go to a nice, I told her, I said, whatever restaurant you want. So she said, I'm going to look up some restaurants in around where you live, John, and I'll pick the best one. I said, yeah. I said, you can pick whatever. I said, I don't care. I said, I just want food. I just want to spend time with you. So I said, whatever restaurant you want to pick, go for it. She's like, I'll just Google some restaurants and I'll just pick one the day of. And I said, sounds good to me. I said, sounds good to me. And then after that, I'm going to mention if she wants to go to Elsie's party. If she's had enough and she said, you know what, I'm getting tired, I think I'm going to call it a night, then I'll just walk her to the car and hopefully I can get a good night kiss, and then I'll be like, hey, call me in a day or two and we'll plan another day. But if she does want to go with me to Elsie's party, then we're going to go to Elsie's party. I'm going to Elsie's party either way. So Elsie, I'll let you know, buddy. I'll let you know. All right, to end the stream, I just watched the new Indiana Jones trailer. I'm excited because not only have I watched all the other ones, but this new trailer that I just watched it like, I don't know, 15 minutes before I started this stream, because I've been going, let's see, how long have I been going for? An hour and 42 minutes. So an hour and 42 minutes ago, 15 minutes before the stream, I watched this. Someone posted a new trailer, or at least it was new to me. I had never seen this trailer, and I found out a whole bunch of new stuff. So apparently, like Indiana Jones, there's some time travel in it because it's called the Dial of Destiny. So apparently he's going to find this dial and like do some time traveling. And then all of a sudden in the trailer, he unscrolls this map, and I don't know what this girl is, but apparently she's a relative of Indiana Jones. He unfolds the map and says, you don't understand. I've been looking for this dial ever since I was a kid when I first got interested in archaeology. He goes, and I've been interested in archaeology since I was like 6. Or he says some shit like that. So apparently he's been looking for it for quite a long time. And then you see him time travel, and then you see a younger Indiana Jones on like one of his very first missions, and then he starts talking to his old, his old self talks to his younger self. So I'm excited. I'm really excited. So yeah. But yeah. I don't even know where you could get that sausage from, Larry, but I'm going to make a nice little, I don't have a picnic basket, but I have a cooler, so I'm going to make a nice little lunch for us. So yeah. And I don't have to pack any booze because she doesn't drink booze, but I'll pack us some water and some soda and some stuff. And Fears has got some charms, I've got some ideas, so whoever I date, despite what all the idiot trolls say, I was very romantic with my ex, and I never got any complaints from her. They do make fun of me. One time, I thought it would be cute. So Casey is trying to be a dentist. So the reason why I got this is because she works as a dentist. She actually thought it was cute, but the trolls make fun of me all the time. So one night we were having dinner, and I decorated the entire table with like special treats. Like I got her favorite chocolate. Her favorite chocolate is those Reese's peanut butter cups. So I threw those all over the table. And the reason why I got little packets of toothpaste is because she wants to be a dentist. And she thought it was funny. And some people in the community thought it was cute. But like Quentin and all these other idiots were like, why the fuck would you get toothpaste? That's so fucking stupid. It's not stupid. I was trying to be cute. So some people understand why I got it. Other people are like, that's so fucking stupid, Fears. I'm like, I don't think it's stupid. She didn't think it was stupid. She thought it was quite adorable. So I'm pretty romantic whenever I'm with the ladies. But apparently to some people, they were like, that's the worst fucking thing you could have done, Fears. And I'm like, I don't think so. She thought it was quite cute, but whatever you want to believe. So yeah. So anyway. But yeah, I definitely won't get this girl any toothpaste because she's a banker. She's not a dentist. But that's the reason why I did that. And I always get annoyed when Joey brings that story up, or Quentin, or all those other idiots, because they're looking at it out of context. And I'm like, this is the story in context. It makes more sense if you were actually there. Because Casey started laughing about it. She goes, that's pretty cute, John. And I said, oh, well, I was just trying to be cute and make you laugh. She goes, oh, you made me laugh. And I was like, well, good. And then she's like, you know me, I love Reese's peanut butter cups. And I'm like, well, that's why I put them on the table for you. So she got the joke. But then when they saw all the pictures, they're like, why the fuck did Fears get like fucking toothpaste and all that other crap? And I'm like, whatever. I'm like, they're going to make fun of me no matter what. So I'm like, it doesn't matter how many times I explain it. They're just going to be like, no, Fears, you're fucking lying. When I'm really not. So it is what it is. Anyway, but Queen of YouTube, Visions, Larry, everybody, I will let you guys know how the first date goes this weekend. It's going to be this Saturday. I asked her, the girl, she's really excited, and I'm really excited, and she's been coming up with ideas too. So because I asked her, I said, if you got any ideas, feel free to contribute to the date. She goes, well, what about when we get to the beach? She goes, how about we have a swimming contest? And I was like, that's cool, whatever. I'm like, whatever you want to do. I'm like, we can go swimming. We can. It was her idea to build a sand castle. I was like, we can do that. She's like, can we go for a walk? I was like, sure. I said, sure, we can go for a walk on the beach and just talk and stuff. I said, that all sounds fun. I said, that all sounds fantastic. Anyway, back to this Indiana Jones stuff. I'm a little worried though, Visions, because Heroes said he's been seeing bad reviews. But after seeing that long ass standing ovation, I think Dial of Destiny is going to be really good. Because they wouldn't have gave him a standing ovation if it was crap or garbage. You know what I'm saying? And and Visions showed me a link. It's in the chat, guys. If you want to see his standing ovation, they didn't just give him a standing ovation for like a minute. It was a 5-minute standing ovation, and Visions said it happened a week ago. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Not many actors get 5, 6, 10-minute standing ovations. You know. Larry says, you got this. Figure it out. You'll be fine. Oh, I've already got it figured out, Larry. I'm just nervous because, like, I'm the master of conversation. You guys know this. I'm really good at keeping up with I'm not worried about what we're going to talk about. I'm worried that my jitters will get to me because I am nervous. She is beyond belief beautiful. And no disrespect to Casey, but she's way hotter than Casey. And Casey's pretty fucking hot. You know? But she's like the whole package deal. You know? And I'm not getting any younger. Fears would like to get married and have some kids and buy a house and a white picket fence and the whole 9 yards, you know? And I don't want to get married like at 70, you know? Plus, my dad never got to see any of my grandchildren. So my mom, I love what my mom says. She's like, you're the oldest son. I love you. I love your brother, but like your brother's married now, but they don't want to have kids. So you're my only hope at grandkids. I was like, Mom, I said, my brother is younger than me. I said, you never know. I said, him and his wife may change his mind. They just don't want kids right now. I said, maybe later they'll have kids. I said, so don't don't lose hope on them. She goes, John, your brother said he's never going to have kids. I said, he's young. I said, you never know. But she's like, you're my only hope. And I was like, listen, I can't snap my fingers and get a wife lickety split. I said, and you can't have children without having a wife. So I'm like, I'm trying my best. And she's like, well, hurry it up. And I was like, look, I love you, Mom. But I'm like, again, I can't snap my fingers and have a magical wife pop up. I'm like, I wish, but it's a process. But I told my mom about it, and she goes, that girl sounds fantastic, John. I said, that she is, Mom. And she's like, and I love my mom to death. She's like, figure it out, make it work, and then invite her over because I want to meet her. And I was like, well, let's not jump the gun, Mom. My mom's already getting excited. I was like, we got a first date coming. I said, Mom, let's get past the first date. I said, let's not rush it. I said, I'll probably invite her over maybe after we establish that we're boyfriend and girlfriend. I said, that'll be like 20 or 30 dates down the road, you know, or whatever. Or however long it takes to make her my girlfriend. So I said, let's just take it one step at a time. And I said, we'll get there, Mom. She's like, all right, John. She's like, well, let me know the details. And I was like, well, you're my mom, so I'm like, I'm not going to hide this shit from you. I said, I'll let you know the details when the details pop up, you know. Because I told my mom I've only been talking, well, now it's been 3 weeks. So three weeks we've been talking, and we've been talking like every day. I just heard from her like 2 hours before the stream. Well, now it's 5, so she's probably home from work now. But when I did talk to her, she was at work, and she showed me a picture of what she had for lunch. So she's a very nice girl. Anyway, do you hear that? That means I'm out of coffee, which means it's the end of the show. So I'm gonna skedaddle, and wouldn't you know it, that's her messaging me right now. So anyway, I'm gonna skedaddle. I'm gonna answer her back, but I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Don't listen to all the trolls though. And Visions, before you came in, I took your advice. I told them what Matt did and his idiot minions, but I did not read any of the shitty messages. So Visions, I hope you don't mind. This is what I did. I just said, Visions won't mind if I read his message. So I basically just pulled out the phone and said, hey, like remember I said, hey, Visions, look at all these disgusting messages. And they were pretty disgusting. And all the comments and all the fucking death threats. Mattman and his idiot minions, basically. Visions, I'll give you a 10-second version of what I told the fans before you came in. So I said, yeah, Mattman and his idiot fucking minions are at it again. I said, they sent me like 8 messages of like, it's not even a little bit, it's just a straight up death threat. Like, I hope you fucking die, Fears. You have fucking cancer. I'm glad your dad got cancer. You'll get cancer someday. So that just gives you a taste of what they were saying. And I was like, wow. And then they left like 20, like, remember Visions, you saw it, like 20 comments of the most disgusting shit. I was going to read all that on camera and expose the motherfucker. But then I read, and Visions, you said, Fears, it can go either 2 ways. Either it'll be great, and you can get to expose Mattman for being an even more shithead than he already is, and saying all that vile shit. He goes, or it'll come to bite you in the ass. And so you said, I wouldn't do it, Fears, because in the end, he's still talking to children. And then I wrote you back and said, yeah, that's true. It's disgusting that he still talks to children. I said, you know what, Visions? I said, I'm going to be the bigger man. I said, they already know that he's a lump of shit and that he's a fucking evil guy. I said, I don't even need to read the fans the messages, you know? So after I sent Visions all those messages, Visions, I got off of the phone and I said, Visions is right. I said, I don't need to read all those. It's horrible what he said. That was just a sample of what him and his idiot minions say, and now I'm not saying anything else. But there was death threats, tons of comments. It was fucking horrible. So Visions, right after I got off the phone with you, off of us writing each other on Instagram, I went into my phone, I deleted all those pictures of the messages, because I straight up, like, you know how you do like a screenshot, you push this button, this button, I just screenshotted all those disgusting messages that him and his idiot minions sent me, and I was like, oh, I'm going to expose your ass. But I was like, no, Visions is right. I'm like, it'll probably come to bite me in the ass, so Visions, I deleted all those fucking horrible messages. And he had some balls. I don't know if it was Matt or one of the idiot minions saying this shit about, oh, I'm glad your dad has cancer, or did have cancer. And I was like, whew. It was bad. So, Visions, I took the high road, and I took your advice, buddy, because not only are you my friend, but you do give good advice. And I was seconds, though, away from doing it, because I was like, I'm not afraid of this motherfucker. And you guys shouldn't be either. And he's like, oh, I fucking run YouTube. You're an idiot, Matt. You don't fucking run YouTube. Anyway. So, yeah, Visions, I took your advice, buddy. Because I'm like, it's only going to cause more fucking drama. I mean, I'm not scared of him. I'm not scared of his idiot minions. I'm just like, just take the high road. Just fucking ignore him, you know? And no matter what he messages me, or no matter what his idiot minions message, I'm never going to quit TikTok or YouTube. And you know what? I'll say this about Quentin. Even though Quentin gives me a lot of shit, Quentin has not once said anything about my dad. Like, Quentin, because Quentin actually has, even though he gives me a lot of shit, Quentin actually has some morals. Those idiots don't have any morals. Like, Quentin knows a line what not to cross. Quentin's never said, hey, Fear, I'm so glad your dad has cancer, fuck your dad. Quentin's never said any of that shit. So I'm just like, wow. All right, hang on. I'm getting past the comments. So Visions, before I go, I'll answer all of Queen of YouTube's questions. But Visions, you would have been proud of me. I was that close to telling you guys everything and reading all those fucking messages. I was like, you know what? I'm like, I'm just going to take Visions' advice. I'm like, that fucking idiot pedo, he's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck him. All right, so let me get back to the comments. Larry said, yeah, Pee Wee Herman was in that movie. Yeah, I know, it sounds weird, Larry, but he was in. That's his first gig. That was his first gig I believe it was one of his first gigs. I know he did stand-up and shit, but he plays the bartender / waiter to John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd. Them as the Blues Brothers. Let's see here. Let me scroll down. Larry says, I bet she's a good kisser. Let us know. Listen, I'll let you know, Larry. I will. You got this. Figure it out. Fears. You'll be fine. I appreciate that, Larry. Again, I know I'll be fine. I'm a little nervous, man. I'm a little nervous. I think anyone would be a little nervous, right? After not having a date in 4 years. So, anyway. But I'm sure I'll be fine. All right. Let's see here. Queen of YouTube says, "Would you skip Elsie's party if it meant your date uh, would lay you?" Well, I don't have to worry about that. Queen of YouTube, she's very old fashioned. She already told me I'm not going to stay the night on the first night, John. So I just want to let you know that up front. I said, that's all right. I said, I respect you. I said, I'm not going to force you to do anything. I said, I said I wasn't even expecting you to. I said, I usually go with the girls. I'm normally a gentleman and I go at the girl's speed. If that girl wants to do it the first night, then that's fine. But if she says, hey, John, I'm kind of old fashioned. How about just a good night kiss and then we'll worry about all that other stuff later on? I'm like, I always tell them, I'm not going to force you into anything you don't want to do, and I go at your speed. And Queen of YouTube, the girl got really fucked over by her ex, so she kind of wants to go a little slow. And I said, I have no problem with that, because there's going to be time for all that later. You know what I'm saying? And I would rather do up the stand up thing and be a good guy and not force her into anything that she doesn't want to do. And because I don't want to lose this girl, because she seems really nice and she seems like the package deal. So, what if she's like, let's go to bed when you leave the dinner spot? Well, I know that won't happen because she said she doesn't want to go do that the first date. So it probably, if it does happen, then it happens, Queen of YouTube, but I guarantee it won't because she said I don't do that on the first date. Like, I'll probably get a goodnight kiss, but that other thing probably won't happen the first day because she already mentioned, I'm not that type of girl. I'm a little old-fashioned. I said, that's completely fine. I said, I'm up for whatever you want to do. Like if you want to go super slow, great. If you want to go super fast, it's up to you. I go with the girl's speed. So anyway, that probably won't happen. Anyway, you know what, Visions? I couldn't tell you who Matt Man's friend is because I don't give a shit about him. I don't watch his content. Well, one of them you've mentioned, and the only reason why I know that is because you've mentioned one of his friends' Visions. It's that, he's always in the chat. I blocked him ages ago. Who's that one guy that always comes in Visions? I just can't see him because I blocked him. That's the only one of Matt Man's friends. But I don't know who Chip is, or Rotting Pumpkins, or Callie. Well, no, Callie used to be in our... I know Callie. Callie used to be in our community. But I haven't heard from Callie in a long time. And if he's associated with Matt Man, then I don't want to hear from him. But, because we all used to talk to Matt before we found out the real Matt. Like, Joey used to talk to him. Quentin used to talk to him. Me, Pixel, everybody. But then, all of a sudden, I remember clear as day, Pixel was like, Fears, you're never going to believe this shit. And then Pixel and Joey, because me and Joey were cool back in the day, and we're becoming cool again, me and Joey. I think they both said, oh, Fierce, man, he was in this fucking stream saying, oh, I'll buy somebody a beer. And at first I was like, well, what's wrong with that? And he goes, no, Fierce, you don't understand. Because I didn't know the whole thing. And he went, I said, there's nothing wrong with buying someone a beer. I thought they meant of age. But then Pick was like, no, Fierce. He said he would buy a beer to like a 12-year-old. I was like, oh, fuck that. I was like, yeah, I'm done. The minute I heard about that, I was like, Pixel, you better be done. He's like, oh, Fierce, I'm fucking done. Then Pixel told me a story that he tried to hit on some, like, British little kid, and the British mom got on the phone, was like, leave my son alone. I was like, this fucking guy is so demented and so weird. Then Pixel told me a story. The cops came over, and Matt had to, like, quickly delete a bunch of shit off of his computer, because Pixel was like, Fears, you don't even want to know what was on his computer. And I said, well, how do you know? And Pixel said, oh, Matt told me what was on his computer. I was like, oh, that's fucking disgusting. I was like, I'm good, Pixel. I'm like, I don't need to hear anything else. And I was like, I'm good. So thank God Pixel and Joey and everybody else got out of there. But I don't know who Chip is and Rotting Pumpkin. I don't know any of those people, Visions. The only one I know of was Callie, because Callie used to be in our little community. And then that other guy that you told me to block ages ago, but he keeps coming in. He hasn't came into the chat in a while because I got him blocked, but I don't remember that guy's name. because I blocked him. But yeah. So, yep. Queen of YouTube says classic, taking it slow. Yeah, we're gonna take it slow. We'll just see how it goes, Queen of YouTube. Like again, I don't force the girl into anything, you know. I want to be a good stand-up guy. Larry says, sounds like a new chapter in your life. We'll see. We'll see. I hope. Yeah, that's the fucking guy at Visions, Lantern. When I found out Lantern was like a pedo and all that other shit, you're like I remember Visions, you said, oh, Fierce, Lantern's a pedo and does all that shit just like fuck. I was like, all right, fuck. I'm like, boom, I blocked him immediately. I was like, I want nothing to do with all those shitheads. I was like, fuck that noise, man. Anyway. I was like, nope, I'm good. All right, I'm up to date with all the chat. But anyway, that's good. I'm going to bid you guys a fond farewell, but I will keep you guys updated on everything. So, yeah. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Crush those dreams. Crush those goals. Have a good work week. Fears is going to, as soon as I get done here, I'm going to take a shower, get something to eat, re-upload that video that Randall made for me. He took me and Hero's like geeky kind of like thrift store buying vlog, and he turned it into a horror film. And he turned it into not just a horror film, Visions. He turned it into a horror movie trailer. I'm in it, so Randall gave me permission. He goes, well, Fears, you let me use your own content. So he goes, upload it back on your channel like in a week. And I said, all right. So the week's here. I'm gonna re-upload that, and then I'm gonna buddy, Visions, and then I'm going to start working on, remember that vlog I told, the Pixel's going to love it. Pixel, remember I said I went to Hogan's Hangout and got like 2 or 3 new shirts? Well, they let me get in the ring for free, and I was basically trash talking Hulk Hogan. I like cut like my own promo and shit. You guys are going to love it. I was like, listen, Hulk Hogan, you old motherfucker. I'm like, listen, you think you got the ball still? I'm like, I'm here at your hangout. Let's do it. I'm like, I'm ready to take you down. I'm like, I'm in the ring. Where the fuck are you? Then me and Tommy cut our own promo, and you guys are gonna love that one because Tommy's like that far from the camera, and my hand comes out of nowhere, and I'm pointing it in his face. I'm like, Tommy, don't even go there. I'm like, Tommy, like, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, I'm like, I'm the fucking Fears man. I'm like, I don't care how tall you are. I'm like, I will destroy you. I'll destroy you. And I said, I will shove my foot so far up your ass. I said, you'll be spitting out my fucking toenails for a month. And then off camera, Tommy started losing his fucking mind. And he went, Fears, I have to admit, he goes, that's a great fucking promo line. And I said, well, thanks, buddy. I said, I was trying to, like, build up the trash talk. And he went, oh, you were fucking doing the trash talk, Fears. And I was like, yeah, buddy. Larry says, glad you're not associated with any of those guys anymore, Fears and Visions and everybody else. Oh, yeah, me too. And the funny thing is, Larry, is before we found out about that, everybody thought Matt was normal. Wow, were we wrong, you know? He would come in and, like, talk movies with me and Pixel. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he took a turn for the worse. And the minute I found out, I was like, I'm gone. Peace. I'm out. So, yeah. Very weird. Like, beyond weird. So, yeah. Anyway, shout out to Visions for being a great mod. That's right. You know what? Visions has a good head on his shoulders. I've seen Visions, like, get rid of someone here and there, but for the most part, he lets everybody talk. Because these days, there's not much trouble in my chat. Because people know my rule. Either I'll beat Visions to it and block them first if they start their shit, or I'll just time them out for 5 minutes. But I haven't had to block someone or time somebody out in quite a while. Now that I said that, watch. Tomorrow's stream, there'll be like 90 million trolls, and I'll have to be like, blocking everybody. But so far, so good. I haven't had to do it in quite a long time. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to take off, but don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to FearsMan26, the main channel, and Fears Vlogs. Check out my buddy Randy, doing that magic, as always, at Cameo Man 2021. He just uploaded a new video today, so check that out. I got to watch it last night on List, and I said, Randy, that video's hilarious. Upload that and make it public tomorrow. He goes, oh, yeah, that's my plan, Fears. I just wanted to show it to you first. What do you think? I'm like, I thought it was fucking hilarious, buddy. I'm like, upload it tomorrow. Check him out on his second channel, The Mayor of Magic. Check out Fears. FearsMan26 is the main channel. Give it a like, give it a sub. Fears Vlogs is the second channel. And then check me out on TikTok, FearsMan26. Check out my buddy, Richie, going nuts on those fucking ranch bottles in his shower. Richie Wright. Oh, my Lord, my Lord. What is going to be the next challenge? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Check out Visions, Lord Visions, my buddy, my pal, www.exhumevisions.com. Visions, you know what I'm going to say. Buy some cool shit. Why? Because my buddy Visions is a cool, epic, awesome, my buddy, my pal, motherfucker, and he makes great products. So buy something, whether it's a painting, whether it's a $2 sticker, something. Buy something. You know what I'm saying? Buy something. All right. And last but not least, check out Pixel, Lord of those pylons at Pixel Protocol. And I'm gonna skedaddle. But anyway, Fears loves you. Fears cares about you. I'm signing off. This is Fears. I will see you guys later. Peace.